Welcome to Deep Dive with ITS.
Welcome back, everyone. We're diving deep today into the world of really exceptional data centers. We're focusing specifically on a company that's caught our attention, International Turnkey Systems, or ITS for short.
Right.
Now they've got this award-winning facility.
Yeah, I mean, that really stood out to me when I was researching them, too. It's impressive the level of detail they go into.
It is. It's clear they're aiming for the top tier in the industry, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. I think what's really interesting about ITS, though, is that they're not just about the hardware, the physical space, servers, cooling systems, that kind of thing. They're going for that one-stop shop approach, combining that strong infrastructure with expert staff and services.
Okay, so let's break down this one-stop shop claim. What does that look like in practice, and what makes their approach different?
Well, basically, ITS wants to manage the whole life cycle of your data, from creation to when you need to use it, analyze it, or move it. They provide the physical space, power, cooling, security, everything you need. But they don't stop there. They offer services across the entire cloud industry. It's a very holistic approach.
So it's more than just a building. They're creating a whole data ecosystem.
That's a good way to put it.
ITS also talks a lot about taking the headache out of data center needs.
Yeah.
How do they plan to do that?
You know how managing IT infrastructure can be a constant stream of problems and to-dos?
Oh, yeah.
Well, ITS wants to get rid of all that for its clients. They do that by offering a comprehensive solution that covers everything, essentially saying, you focus on your business and we'll handle the complicated tech stuff.
Makes sense. Now, they also mentioned this idea of hyperscale, which sounds a bit intimidating. What does that actually mean for someone who's not a tech whiz?
Imagine a data center that's designed like a well-planned city. That's essentially what hyperscale is all about. ITS uses a campus-style approach, which means they can grow rapidly within their existing location.
So built-in room to expand.
Exactly. And that's really important because data demands are exploding. Businesses need a partner that can keep up.
Right, a data center that can grow with them.
Yeah.
Okay, so they've got the space, the ability to scale up. They also say they have over 40 years of experience. In a field that changes so fast, how much does experience actually matter?
It matters a lot. Think about it like choosing a surgeon. Would you want someone fresh out of med school or someone with decades of experience? Experience brings an understanding that you can't just get overnight.
So they've seen it all and know how to handle those unexpected problems that inevitably pop up.
Precisely. And in the world of data centers, those unexpected issues can mean expensive downtime.
For sure. Speaking of high stakes, ITS mentions working with some really high-profile elite customers worldwide. What does that tell us about their level of service?
Serving those kinds of clients means meeting incredibly high standards. No downtime, no data loss, absolutely no security breaches. We're talking about businesses where every second is critical.
So their reputation is on the line with every client they work with.
Without a doubt, it really speaks to the level of trust they've built.
Absolutely. And then there's the whole alphabet soup of certifications they have. Tier 3, CITRO, ISO, ITIL, CMM, I5. Can you translate all that into something, well, something I can understand?
You're right, it can seem like a lot of jargon, but all those certifications and accreditations essentially prove that ITS backs up its claims. They're like a seal of approval from independent organizations that they meet industry standards.
So it's more than just marketing.
Absolutely. For instance, those Tier 3 certifications from the Uptime Institute, those are a big deal.
What do they mean exactly?
It means ITS's facilities are designed for something called concurrent maintainability. It means they can do maintenance without taking your data offline.
No downtime for maintenance. That's amazing.
It is. And those certifications cover more than just the design. They also look at the facility and the operations. It's a complete assessment.
And they're really proud of their gold uptime SLA of 99.98%. What does that actually mean in real-world terms?
That's a seriously high uptime guarantee. It translates to less than 2 hours of potential downtime per year.
Wow. Most businesses experience way more downtime than that just from normal maintenance or unexpected issues.
For sure.
So they're saying your data will pretty much always be accessible. Bold claim, but it sounds like they have the credentials to back it up.
They do. And those credentials are important because they give potential clients the confidence that they're working with a partner who is serious about reliability, security, and performance.
Okay, so we've got the big picture, the hyperscale, the experience, those certifications. Now let's get into the nitty-gritty of the data center itself. First up, security. They talk about 6 layers of protection, starting with an anti-climb fence and 247 security personnel. Sounds pretty intense.
Physical security is often overlooked, but it's the first line of defense. Those 6 layers aren't just for show. They make it incredibly hard for anyone to even get near the facility, let alone inside.
Interesting that they focus so much on physical security in a world that's so focused on cyber threats. Why is that physical layer still so important?
Think of it like a bank.
Okay.
They have really sophisticated cybersecurity, but they also have vaults, guards, and cameras. If someone gets past the digital defenses, those physical layers are there to slow them down and hopefully get them caught.
It's about having layers of protection, both physical and digital, a defense-in-depth strategy.
Exactly. And it's not just fences and guards. They also use tech, like biometric access control.
So you can't just swipe a stolen card. You have to prove it's really you.
That's right. And those systems are monitored and logged, so you know who accessed what and when.
Another layer of accountability. Okay, Fort Knox level security, check. What about power and cooling? How do they keep everything up and running?
Remember that 99.98% uptime we talked about? This is where it gets real. ITS has a redundant power system that's built to withstand almost anything. We're talking 2 separate power feeds from 2 different stations, plus backup generators and redundant UPS system.
Backups for the backups.
Yeah.
That's a lot of redundancy. Why go to all that trouble?
Because in the data world, even a few minutes offline can be a disaster. Think about a bank or a hospital. Every second their systems are down means lost money, disrupted service, even life or death situations.
Downtime is not an option. They have to be ready for anything.
Right. So let's start with the power feeds. Having 2 separate sources means if one station has a problem, the other one takes over instantly.
Like a backup generator for the whole city grid.
Exactly. And they have automatic transfer switches that monitor those feeds and switch over instantly if there's a problem.
That's incredible. But what if both power feeds go down?
That's where the backup generators come in. They have 2 huge diesel generators. Each one can power the whole data center for days.
Seriously? For days?
Yep. We're not talking about your average home generator here. These are industrial-grade machines, regularly tested and maintained.
So even if the whole city goes dark, the data center stays up.
Exactly. And to make the switch between power sources seamless, they have those UPS uninterruptible power supply systems. They provide power while the generators start up.
So there's not even a split-second interruption.
Nope. And they have backups for the UPS systems too, just in case. They've really thought of everything.
Wow. Okay, power's covered. What about cooling? All those servers must generate a ton of heat.
Cooling is just as critical as power. ITS has a sophisticated system to maintain a steady temperature and humidity level.
A giant air conditioner for the whole building.
It's more complex than that, but you get the idea. They use chillers, cooling towers, and CRA units to keep the air moving and remove heat.
And let me guess, they have backups for all of that, too.
Of course. Backup chillers, towers, CRA units. If one part fails, the others take over without missing a beat.
It really sounds like they've planned for every possible problem. They've got the physical security, redundant power, redundant cooling, all those certifications. What about fire safety? How do they protect against that?
Fire safety is incredibly important. ITS has a multi-layered system that starts with early detection. They have air sampling devices all over the place that can sense even tiny amounts of smoke.
Like a super sensitive smoke detector.
Yeah, exactly. If there's smoke, the system instantly triggers an alarm and activates their fire suppression system.
And I'm assuming they don't use water sprinklers.
You are correct. Water would be a disaster. They use something called FM200. It's a clean agent that puts out fires fast without damaging any of the equipment.
So no water damage.
Nope. They also have fire-resistant doors and walls to contain the fire and give the suppression system time to work.
It sounds like they're really covering all the bases when it comes to safety and reliability. But what about connectivity? How do they make sure data can move freely in and out of the data center?
They've built their network with the same focus on redundancy and diversity. They have multiple fiber optic connections coming into the data center from different exchanges. So if one connection fails, the others can instantly take over.
So multiple highways leading to and from the data center, ensuring smooth traffic flow no matter what.
Perfect analogy. And they also have diverse routing paths within the data center, so data can travel along different routes to get where it needs to go.
Okay, so multiple options for the data to travel. Are they tied to any specific internet provider?
Not at all. They have an open policy so clients can choose whichever provider they prefer.
Flexibility and choice. I like it. Now, this one might seem a little unexpected in a data center, but they really emphasize deep cleaning. Why is that so important?
It's more critical than people realize. Dust and contaminants can wreak havoc on sensitive electronics.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Dust can clog fans, cause overheating, mess with electrical connections, even lead to data corruption.
So it's not just about keeping things looking tidy. It's about protecting the equipment and the data.
Exactly. And ITS is serious about this. They follow the ISO 146441 Class 8 standards for contamination control. That means special cleaning materials, strict procedures, the whole 9 yards. They even have third-party auditors check their cleaning program.
No cutting corners there.
Absolutely not. It's a lot more involved than just a quick sweep and a feather duster.
So more like a super detailed clean room type of situation.
Exactly. They're using HEPA-filtered vacuums, lint-free cloths, special cleaning solutions, everything. And they have different protocols for cleaning different types of equipment, like servers or networking gear.
Fascinating. It's amazing how much detail goes into making a data center reliable. It really is like building a spaceship for data.
It really is. And that attention to detail goes beyond just the physical stuff. It's in their team and their services, too. They've got a really skilled team of engineers with a ton of certifications, and they offer a really wide range of services to cover just about anything their clients might need.
Let's talk about those services.
Yeah.
They seem to have offerings for pretty much everything data-related. Can you give us a rundown?
Of course. They have two categories of services: recurring services and one-off services. The recurring services are for clients who are co-locating their equipment in the ITS data center. These services provide ongoing support and maintenance.
So it's like a subscription for peace of mind. You know, the experts are looking after your IT infrastructure all the time.
That's a great way to put it. And these recurring services cover everything from cable management and ISP link management to monitoring and security services. They even offer managed services for the equipment itself. Clients can basically hand off the daily management of their IT infrastructure to ITS.
So for a business that might not have a big IT team, that could be a huge help. They can get expert support without having to hire a bunch of new staff.
Right. And those recurring services are just the beginning. They also have a bunch of one-off services for special projects.
What are some examples of those one-off services?
Well, say you need to move your equipment from another data center to ITS. They offer a lift and shift service. They'll handle everything: disconnecting and packing your equipment, moving it securely to their data center, setting it up in your new rack space.
So like movers for your servers.
Exactly. No need to worry about the logistics or the heavy lifting. They can also handle stuff like building and setting up structured cabling between racks, extending fiber links, even consulting and design services to help you optimize your data center layout and infrastructure.
It's starting to sound a lot like that one-stop shop they talk about. They can handle just about anything data center related.
They really can, and they do it all with a real focus on quality and taking care of their clients.
Speaking of quality, we talked about those certifications earlier, but they also have an award from MEAD, National Winner for Digital Infrastructure Project of the Year. What's the big deal about that?
MEAD is the Middle East Economic Digest. It's a very respected publication, covers business in the Middle East. Winning this award is a huge achievement for ITS. It shows that they're recognized as being excellent at what they do.
So it's not just about meeting standards, it's about exceeding them and being recognized as a leader.
Exactly.
Impressive. Okay, so they've got the awards, the certifications, the experience, the infrastructure. What about the people behind it all? What about their team and their expertise?
Well, it's clear they invest in their people. They have a whole team of engineers who hold tons of different certifications in all sorts of technologies and platforms. It's pretty amazing.
Can you give us some examples of what those engineers are experts in?
Sure. They've got certified experts in virtualization platforms like Microsoft Hyper-V and VMware vSphere, storage systems from companies like Dell EMC, backup solutions like Veritas Net Backup, even networking certifications like Cisco CCNP+. They have engineers certified in ITIL v3, which is a framework for IT service management, and PMP, which is a really well-known project management certification.
Wow, it's like they've got an all-star team of IT professionals. But why is having all that expertise in one place so important?
Because it goes back to that one-stop shop idea. They want to handle anything their clients might need help with. Whether it's virtualization, storage, networking, security, whatever, having a team with such diverse skills means they can offer their clients a truly complete solution.
It's clear they're not just selling a service. They're giving their clients peace of mind. They're showing businesses that they can trust ITS to take care of their data and keep it safe, accessible, and ready to help their businesses grow.
They're basically taking care of all the complicated parts of data management so their clients can focus on what they do best, running their businesses and coming up with new ideas.
Okay, before we wrap things up, I want to leave our listeners with something to think about. Given everything we've learned about ITS and what's happening in the data and technology world, what parts of their offerings do you think are most valuable for businesses today?
I think their commitment to security is absolutely essential in a world where cyber attacks are becoming more and more common and complex. It's clear they've put a lot of effort into building a security system that protects their clients' data from all angles. And their wide range of services, which cater to so many different needs and budgets, means businesses can find the perfect solution. Whether they need basic colocation or a fully managed IT solution, and their dedication to building a team of highly skilled and certified engineers means their clients always get expert-level support.
I couldn't agree more. Their commitment to security, their flexible services, and their team of experts are invaluable in today's world. This has been a fascinating look at ITS and the trends that are shaping the future of data centers.
It has, and I think our listeners now have a much better understanding of what makes a great data center and what they should look for when choosing a partner to trust with their data.
Definitely. So, to our listeners, as you continue to learn about data centers, remember the importance of reliability, security, expertise, and finding a partner who's truly committed to working with you. The cloud is here to stay, and choosing the right partner can make all the difference. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive, and we'll see you next time for another fascinating look into the world of tech.
See you then.